Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and I will be sorting cards for grading purposes today. Today we're breaking apart another set. We've done the score set before. We've done the 1989 Upper Deck set before. I think it was a 91 score. Today we're doing basketball. We're doing the Locker series for the 92 Upper Deck basketball set. It is a nearly complete set. I bought this back shortly after the set came out from a card shop where they were selling it discounted because they took the trade-in card for the Shaquille O'Neal #1 card. And what they did was they sent it in. I can see you through the hole. They sent it in. It got punched and returned to them with the Shaquille O'Neal card. And they kept the Shaquille O'Neal card, put this back in the set, and sold the set as a complete set with 1B damaged and no 1A, which is the Shaquille O'Neal card. So I bought it knowing there's no Shaquille O'Neal card in it, and that's fine. But the rest of the set should be a full set. I've never really gone through it. We'll find out today. We're going to go through half today and half in a future video, 2 or 3 videos down the line. And I'm actually going to take the back half and kind of work the back half and then work the front half in the next video. Maybe doing a little bit more than half just because there's so many rookies at the front of this set. So I'm taking about 60% of the set, and I'm leaving about 40%, and we'll see how that goes. There's one rookie in here that isn't part of the rookie area that's notable. That's Latrell Sprewell. So if we find the Latrell Sprewell card, I'll be pulling that one. And then there are a lot of Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird stuff that I will be obviously sleeving, and some I will be grading, even though they're just based or inserts or anything like that. So let's get this going, and it'll also depend on the condition, because as you can see, that card right there, or those cards, might be a little warped. And although they're warped front to back, that shouldn't matter. But if there's a little bit of warpage like that, then it might mean that some of these cards are damaged, and we'll take that in consideration as we're looking at them. So here we go. Starting off with Romeo Robinson, Mookie Blaylock, Eldon Campbell, Chris Dudley, Shadell Threat, Tate George, James Worthy, B.J. Armstrong, Gary Payton. Now there are a lot of stars, as you see. I'm going through. Most of the stars I'm going to be giving up on. It's just those ones that I think would be worth grading that I'm going to pull. The rest I'm going to leave in for the giveaway purposes for now. Nick Anderson, Mitch Richmond, Buck Williams, Blair Rasmussen, Vern Fleming, Dwayne Farrell, George McLeod, Terry Cummins, Deflip Shrimp, Willie Anderson, Scott Williams, Vernon Maxwell, Todd Litchi, David Benoit, Marcus Liberty, Kenny Smith, Dan Margeau. I never understood how to say his name, but I did use him a lot in the basketball games I played, and Jeff Malone. Robert Parrish, Mark Eaton, Ronnie Cycli, Tony Campbell, Kevin McHale, Thurl Bailey, Kevin Edwards, Gerald Glass, Hershey Hawkins, Sam Mitchell, Brian Shaw, Felton Spencer, Mark Macon, Jerry Reynolds, Dale Davis, Sleepy Floyd, A.C. Green, Terry Catledge, Byron Scott, Sam Bowie, Vladi Divac. Checklist. Brad Lojas. Johnny Newman. Gary Grant. Sidney Green. Frank Brikowski. Anthony Bowie. Dwayne Carswell. AJ English. Mark Aguirre. John Koncak. Kevin Gamble. Craig Elo. Herb Williams. Cedric Sabalas. Mark Jackson. John Bagley. John Battle. The funny fact that I know most of these names. I don't know anyone in basketball. I'm just starting to relearn. But they were decades that I didn't know anyone. Ron Anderson. Kevin Lynch. Donald Hodge. Chris Gatling. Muggsy Bogues. Bill Lambier. Anthony Bonner. Fred Roberts. Larry Stewart. Darrell Walker. Larry Smith. Billy Owens. He was a rookie the previous year, 91. Him and Larry Johnson are the big two. At least at draft time. Vinnie Johnson. He didn't pan out really. Johnny Dawkins. Rick Fox. For a while was dating Elijah Cuthbert. Elijah Dushku. Faith from Buffy. I met him at a comic convention sitting next to her. Travis Mays. Mark Price. Derek McKee. Greg Anthony. Doug Smith. Alex Kessler. Anthony Mason. Sean Kemp. Jim Less. Dennis Rodman. Lionel Simmons. Purvis Ellison. Terrell Brandon. Mark Bryan. Brad Doherty. Scott Brooks. Sarnis Marceralis. Danny Ferry. Loy Vaught. D. Brown. Alvin Robinson. Charles Smith. Dikembe Mutombo. Greg Kite. Ed Pickney. Ron Harper. Elliot Perry. Raphael Addison. Timmy Hardaway. I know it wasn't a rookie. I just wasn't sure how long it was. That was one of my favorite players at the time. Isaiah Thomas. Victor Alexander. Wayman Tinsdale. Harvey Grant. Mike Iuzzolino. Joe Dumas. Xavier McDaniels. Jeff Sanders. Wow. We may do a little bit more. We're not pulling anything from this. I wonder. 300. You know what? I realize that this is probably only Series 1. I don't have Series 2. Maybe I bought it before there was a Series 2. But this looks like it's only going through about 310. And all the really good things afterwards, all the really good inserts and stuff are afterwards or before it. Yep, low series 1 through 310 and high series 1 through 510. I'm assuming they mean 311 through 510. So, there's not much to this. Danny Manning, Jason Williams, Ricky Pierce. Now, I do know that a lot of the stars are in the early numbers, so they'll all be in the next. Will Purdue, Dana Barros, Randy Brewer, Manute Bull, Nigel Knight, Rodney McRae, Greg Sutton, Larry Nance, John Starks, Pete Chilcutt, Kenny Gaddison, Stacey King, Bernard King, Larry Johnson, John Williams, Del Curry, Orlando Woolridge, Terry Mills, Nate McMillan, Sherman Douglas, Charles Shackelford, Ken Norman, LaSalle Thompson, Chris Mullen, Eddie Johnson, Armand Gilram, Michael Cage, Moses Malone, Charles Oakley, David Wingate, Steve Kerr, Tyrone. Oh, Cleveland. Okay. Cavs. That makes sense. It looked like a Knicks jersey. I'm like, he never played for the Knicks. Tyrone Hill, Mark West, Fat Lever. The guy's name is Fat Lever. J.R. Reed, Ed Neely, and a checklist. All right, guys, that one was quick, so we're not going to be done yet. I'm going to grab a little bit more, make it more like 75-25. Hope to hit something. Just do this much more. There's very little left for that video, but there will be a lot of sleeving, I hope. So let's see what we get on this. Rolando Blackman, checklist. Rick Smits, Terry Davis, Bill Cartwright, Avery Johnson, Michael Williams, traded to the Timberwolves. Spud Webb, Benoit Benjamin, Derek Harper, Matt Bullard, Tyrone Corbin, Doc Rivers, Tony Smith, Doug West, Kevin Duckworth, Luke Longley, Anton Carr, Cliff Robinson, Grant Long, Terry Porter, Steve Smith, Brian Williams, Carl Malone, Reggie Williams, Tim Chambers, Winston Garland, John Stockton, Chris Jackson, Mike Brown, Kevin Johnson. Gosh, I may grab some more. Now, John and Williams, Reggie Williams, and... oh, no, that's Reggie Miller. Carl Malone and John Stockton, those are legendary guys, but I'm not sure that I'm going to keep them or not. We'll see. Reggie Lewis... no, we won't see. I decided no. Bimbo Coles, Drazen Petrovic, Reggie Miller, same thing. Derek Coleman, Chuck Pearson, Glenn Rice, Kenny Anderson, Willie Burton, Chris Morse, Patrick Ewing, Sean Elliott, Clyde the Glide, Scottie Pippen, Pooh Richardson, Horace Grant, Hakeem Olajuwon. Like I said, all these stars are all at the front. John Paxson, Kendall Hill, Michael Adams, Otis Thorpe, Dennis Scott, Stacey Augman, Robert Pack, Kevin Willis, Jerome Kersey, Paul Graham, Stanley Roberts, Dominique Wilkins, and Scott Skiles. All right, guys, still, I feel like there's time left in this video. I'm going to have lied to you because now what we're going to do is we're going to take these cards and we're going to do the other 25%, which is going to make this video longer than I meant it to be, but not so short that we didn't even pull a single card. Because let's get her done. All right, first things first, we have the traded upper deck. We're just going to leave that be. Then we have Zoe Morning. This one is Zoe's rookie. And we're going to actually, I'm trying to decide if I want to send that in. One of the reasons I was going to do this, I decided to do the end first and do this part later, was I needed to make a decision about whether Zoe was getting sent to PSA or next level grades. I guess, in all honesty, Zoe was one of my guys, but he's not really like lauded as a great enough to go to PSA. So we're going to send this to next level grades. And then Christian Laettner is definitely my guy, so we're sending that as well to next level grades. I collected a lot of Christian Laettner back in the day. He was my Kyle Trask back then. I had so many Christian Laettner cards. Next level grades. Then we got LaFonso Ellis, Clarence Weatherspoon, Adam Keefe, Robert Ory, Harold Miner, Brian Smith, Malik Sealy, Anthony Peeler, Randy Woods, Tracy Murray, Tom Gugliotta, Hubert Davis, Don McLean, Lee Mayberry, Corey Williams, Sean Rooks, Todd Day, and the checklist that has, is that LaFonso Ellis? No, it's Bryant. Yeah, LaFonso Ellis and Bryant Smith. So LaFonso Ellis is on the rookie checklist, but didn't. Oh yeah, he got the third card. He got the third card. That's right. The fourth card. The first card was not there, but then we got Jeff Hornack. There's the Michael Jordan. That one's going to PSA. Even more so than me getting that. This was why I was doing this set. I was like, I don't have any Jordans graded. I'm betting that the one in that set's in pretty good condition. And looking at it, it is. It's not like it's going to get a $1 million if it hits big, but it is Michael Jordan. So, John Sally, whatever, Andre Turner, Charles Barkley, Anthony Frederick, Mario Ellie, Olden Polonice. And we got Rodney Moore, Tim Perry, Magic Johnson. So there's a white spot right there. And kind of a line. So I'm not going to send the Magic. There's a white spot right there too on the bird. Not going to send the bird. Randy White. That makes me a little sad. Then we got the Bucks with Frank Brikowski. The Bullets with Michael Adams. The Bulls. Damn it. I was counting on this to be Michael. I was going to send it in. Mark Price for the what's his face? Robert Parrish. The Celtics. For the Clippers, it's Danny Manning. Dominique Willis. For the Heat, it's Glenn Rice. For the Hornets, it's Kendall Gill. Karl Malone for the Jazz. For the Kings, Mitch Richmond. For the Knicks, it's Patrick Ewing. I almost want to do that one. In fact, I am going to do that one, but I am going to do it as a next level grade. And if when I get it back, I'll determine whether I want to keep it or give it to my sister. I may give it to my sister. Don't tell her. Shh. She doesn't watch the videos. Maybe I shouldn't give it to her. She doesn't watch my videos. All right, for the Lakers, Sam Perkins. For Orlando, we got Dennis Scott. For the Bucks, for the whatever team that is. Dallas Mavericks, Derek Harper. For the Nets, Drazen Petrovic. For the Nuggets, Reggie Williams. Rick Schmitz for the Pacers. For the Pistons, Joe Dumars. Otis Thorpe for the Rockets. Then we got for the Sixers, Johnny Dawkins. For the Spurs, Sam Elliott. For the Suns, Kevin Johnson. For the Sonics, Ricky Pierce instead of they thinking Scottie Pippen instead of Michael Jordan. Doug West for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Clyde the Glide. Nope, it's Terry Porter for the Trailblazers. For the Warriors, Tim Hardaway. Michael Jordan, scoring threat with Scottie Pippen. We're going to let that one go to PSA as well. I think because of that little white dot, we're going to get a 9. But still, it's a Michael Jordan. We're sending it. Scoring threats, Larry Johnson and Kendall Gill. We're not going to send that one anywhere. I'm going to let the board shake up, though. Todd Chambers with the Phoenix Suns. Todd Chambers and Kevin Johnson. Timmy Hardaway and Chris Mullin. Man, I was a Warrior fan back in the day. It didn't even dawn on me that that's who that team was. I mean, I knew, but... And, of course, Karl Malone and John Stockton. Then, back-to-back MVP. We're definitely sending that one. Michael. $6 million point man. Stacey Ogden scores NBA's 6 millionth point. Interesting. Bob Lanier, National Chairman, State and School Program. And then the regular cards. And in the regular cards, we're going to see mostly nothing here. Alpha Abernathy. Andrew Lang. Larry Kristonowick. Gerald Wilkins. Rod Strickland. Danny Ainge. Traded the Suns. Chris Cornachani. Jeff Grier. Traded the Warriors. Eric Murdoch. Traded the Bucks. Rex Chapman. LaBradford Smith. Jay Humphreys. David Robinson. That was my guy. William Bedford. James Edward. Dan Shayers. Lloyd Daniels. Blue Edwards. And Dale Ellis. I have to see. I feel like one of the things I was watching on eBay was this set specifically. Not set, but this wax box. And they had like 2 wax boxes and it was going for fairly cheap. Now, it may have ended by now, but I need to consider buying another one of these wax boxes if that's the one I was looking at. Because the fact that I could theoretically pull, I don't know if I could pull a Shaq out of that, but maybe I can. But pulling a Jordan and a Johnson that doesn't have a spot on it would be nice. Maybe getting a high series so I can get those other cards. That could be fun, and I'd like to do that. So I'll look into that. Also, any of the older ones or newer ones, we'll see. Trying to get back to What's in the Box Wednesday, obviously taking a hiatus from that. But guys, thanks for hanging out. I did not plan that video to be that long. I was going to do that as 2 videos, but just seemed too boring. I had to pull something. So yeah, we ended up getting, I didn't do the recap, but we ended up getting 3 cards I'm sending to Next Level Grade. And that is the Alonzo Mourning and the Christian Laettner for myself. And then the Patrick Ewing team card for my sister. Not a moneymaker, just kind of a cool card. And then the 3 we're sending to PSA are all Jordan cards. His MVP insert where he won it back-to-back seasons. His scoring threats with Scottie Pippen, and then his base card, which I think is in the best condition, and the one I want to come back with the highest grade. So we'll see how that plays out. But you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Next video, we will be doing another random traded set, and then after that, we're going to be doing another break that didn't get purchased. So I'll see you guys there.